Thank the Lord for another blessed and beautiful day. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. I don't know what happened to this video, but I'm going to redo it because this video should have been posted before I went into chapter 1 of Revelations, so everybody can get a clear understanding of what I was saying in Revelation before I got into it. And this really needed to be said because I want to let folks know why you have so much confusion also. But I guess this one got deleted, so I'm going to do it again. And if you already looked at the first video I did with chapter 1, because y'all know I'm getting ready to go into chapter 2. We got the whole chapter 1 up already. But if you go back and look at this video now, since it got deleted, you know, I can't put it in order. So to those who looked at the video of chapter 1 Revelation, look at this one first. Also, come back and look at this one because I was trying to explain this in the other video, but it got deleted. But not to jump off subject with all that. This is another reason why you have a lot of conflict with Revelation. And a lot of people going to say it's very hard to explain because everybody got different beliefs. Even with the King James Bible, some are going to say you don't have no business looking at the King James Bible. Some going to say King James was gay and whoever read King James Bible is a fool. But then you're going to have people say it's something wrong with every Bible out. People going to tell you to read my Bible, read this Bible, read that. Well, you got conflict about King James. Was it inspired by God or not and all of that? But I don't get off into debates, people. But this is what I want to say. So I wanted everybody to know that too. But I'm coming out of the King James, and I don't care what nobody say. Now, the 4 views I want to talk about, and some I'm going to have more than this. You got the idealist view of Revelation. And then you have the preterist view. And then you have the historicist view. And then you have the futurist view. And the people in the futurist view, they believe all of those events that John is speaking about is going to happen in the future. Now, the idealist view, like myself, this is the view I believe in, but I agree with a lot of views, you know, a lot of their stuff that they saying in the other views. But the idealist view believe the Christians will be persecuted. They will be, but we also understand that the victory is already won at the end. And it don't take no rocket scientist, you know, to me to understand it because Christians have already been persecuted back then. Christians are being persecuted now, and Christians will be persecuted in the future. The Bible, plain as day, teaches us that. I mean, I know a lot of people won't agree with that because people don't want to hear about Christians being killed. Well, that's why Jesus was talking about the second death. That's why people wasn't catching. He said, some of you will be persecuted, even to death. But he said, be not afraid. For it is the second death you should be worried about. That's why God is going to judge the dead. So then you got the preterist view, but I'm not going to get off on all that. If you want me to email it to you, I want you to read it for yourself, and then you will determine your outlook on Revelation. Because I heard a lot of people that, well, Christians ain't going to be persecuted. Well, we can look at the followers of Jesus and see what happened for people dying behind Jesus, and then you look at what they did to Jesus. You look at Paul when they beat Paul up. Paul, oh man, beheaded. You look at what happened to Peter, crucified upside down. So the Bible speaks for itself. But that's why I want to just put this video up here so people understand why a lot of folks are confused. And then John, you got to look at it like this. This Bible was wrote how many years ago, people? And John trying to explain some of these things he's explaining. You can tell he have to use these symbols. He's having a hard time trying to explain some of this stuff, y'all. Just like Midi Man was saying in one of his old videos, think about a long time ago, you would have saw a flying object. And the way some of the stuff described it make you think it was a satellite. Now, you know, way back then, they didn't know what no satellite was hanging in the sky. And I know this might be going over some of y'all head, but there was already flying objects back then. But see, you got to get deep with the studying to understand all that. So that's why I wanted to come on here and do this video. Again, it got deleted for some kind of way, but those 4 different views, once you determine which viewer you are, and most people I know, they look at Revelation in the idealist view. And like I said, I will email it to you if you want to. It's not a whole lot you got to read, people. It just explain the difference and how each viewer look at it. And I put myself in the category with the idealist view. That's just me. I don't know about nobody else because I believe the Bible, period, first of all, but I believe Christians are going to get more and more persecuted. Why? Because the Bible teaches me that. And I believe the victory is already won. Why? Because the Bible teaches me that. Because we got to remember, once again, people, this Bible is not no fairy tale. We are not living in no fairy tale. And once you understand the government, Israel, the parables of the fig tree, what the beasts represent, the Antichrist, the number 7, which is completion, you will start putting 2 and 2 together. Because once again, God didn't confuse us. Man did the confusion. God didn't confuse us, people. All of these different takes and different Bibles are the confusion. And you're going to have more and more Bibles come out, and you're going to have more and more people telling you need to do it my way. First of all, I don't have no way. That's why I'm just going what the words say. I'm not trying to get you to, I'm not trying to debate with nobody. Let me say it like that. And I know I'm going to have some people want to debate, and I'm not even going to respond back to them, because I told you I'm not going to take or add to this word. I'm not going to take away nor add to the word. I'm sticking close with what's said. And what Jesus said, that's what I'm going with. I'm not going to listen to what man said. Because man preach a lot of opinions. They do. Some preachers done got to the point where they're not even preaching the Bible no more. They just giving you their opinions on everything. And then they don't want to go into certain scriptures. Well, I believe, this is just me, I believe that every pastor need to teach their church about Revelation. Because how can you just stop on some parts of the word? Now, you teach the beginning, you need to teach the end also. God wanted us to spread his word. Spread his word. He didn't say spread a fourth of the word, a third of the word. He said spread the word. The whole entire word need to be taught. All this time we've been living in the long as we've been in this Bible, and people just been preaching they feel good sermons and all that. No, they need to have Bible studies about Revelation. It need to be taught. The book of Daniel need to be taught. Ezekiel need to be taught. Mark need to be taught. It need to be taught the right way. Now I can understand if folks don't understand it and don't want to get into it, but how long are we going to use that for an excuse? When you got all these questions out here, the laws people even asking questions about the book of Revelation, and then you're going to tell them, I don't know, I'm scared of it because it got beasts in there. No. Learn what the beasts mean. That's why I want to do these videos on Revelation. People, you do not have to be scared of Revelation. Let me say this again. You do not have to be scared of the book of Revelation. God will reveal to you anything you need to know, and what's so cool about it, it's already revealed. But if you will study in the Spirit, I guarantee you the Holy Spirit is not going to confuse you, people, because once again, God is not the author of confusion. He is the author of peace. I told you I love Revelation because it's beautiful. But once you determine your view, you're gonna have a great understanding on Revelation. You're gonna understand about the 24 elders. You're gonna understand about those 4 beasts John saw also right there by the throne. You'll understand it. Because if you are idealist, like I said, you're gonna understand. Now, I'm not trying to just say, hey man, be an idealist, because I can see some good points in all of them. But really, I don't call myself nothing. If somebody asks me, what view do you believe in? I might say I'm going to stick close to the ideas, but I'm going to say I'm a child of God, and what's rolled right here? Look at what John say. Look at what John was writing about and revealing about. Things to come. Things that has come. And things that will come in the future. That's the bottom line right there. So he is telling you right there. Things to come. That let me know it's going to be some more things happening. Hey, the Bible is not, let me say this right, man. God did not design for any of us to be confused. I'm going to say that again. I don't care how many times I got to say that. The Bible is beautiful. The problem is, so many people need to stop listening at so many other folks and learn the Bible for themselves. What did Paul tell Timothy? Study to show thyself approved. What did the Lord say? My people will perish, will be destroyed for the lack of knowledge. How you going to get knowledge if you don't pick up the word and study? That's the wisdom right there. This is my whole armor right here, this Bible. This is my sword that I pick up daily. What y'all think Paul was talking about when he was talking about put on the whole armor? let's keep on this breastplate of righteousness. So I hope folks don't be confused. Now you know now you know where I'm standing at on Revelation. So once again, to those who are listening, and I know a whole lot don't want to hear this, but to those who want to study this Revelation and move forward to chapter 2, then chapter 3, 4, 5, on and on till we get to the end, God bless you. And I'm going to say this again, him that have an ear, let them hear. You're going to see that quite a few times in Revelations. I believe it was on those churches. God bless you.